How's it going, everybody? And welcome to another session of the Let's Talk Show by Interlingua. As usual, I am your host, Mike Reese, and today I am dressed for the occasion, if I may, because today we are going to talk about tattoos. What is your standpoint when it comes to tattoos? Do you have one? How many? What do you think about them? Are you really in the mindset that tattoos are only for a specific profile of people, or you're just an open-minded person? Please be sure to answer all of that in the comment section to let us know what kind of tattoos do you have. Are you just a watcher, or do you have them yourself? And speaking of experiences and speaking of testimonies, both of our guests today have very interesting things to say when it comes to tattoos. One of them is tatted up, but the first one actually has experience by being a tattoo artist. So without further ado, let's bring her out. Coming back to the Let's Talk Show, we have Carmen. Carmen, hello.
Oh,
We can hear
my computer was closed.
Don't worry. Hello, Carmen. I'm fine. I hope you are doing okay as well. And I am actually eager to ask you many of the questions that I have prepared for you, because I think it's so cool that you already managed to take the first step in trying to become a tattoo artist. But first of all, let's get there in a while. First of all, what do you find interesting in tattoos in general?
I don't know. Like, I think that just in general, I have seen a lot of people with really cool tattoos, And as an artist, for example, something that happens to me when I see a very cool piece of art, if it's a painting or a digital drawing or sculpting or whatever, I am always like, good, I want to do that, Like that is very cool. So with the tattoos, the same, like I see like very, very good pieces and very good tattoos, and it's like, wow, I want to do something like that, And also, to be honest, I have also seen very bad tattoos, and it is like, I wonder if I could do it better,
Okay.
That's it. I mean, a lot of people I know have tattoos. So I have seen plenty of them.
When you say that you have seen very bad tattoos, what do you mean? That the design itself was a bit ugly, or it was a very terrible job?
I think, to be honest, I have like in real life, I haven't seen like very bad tattoos, but I have seen that maybe, for example, I once saw a guy from my high school, and he got like two birds, one here and the other here, but they weren't at the same height, like imagine one of them was here and the other one was like here, so I was like, what's going on? And things like that, only that, like, they don't look exactly like in the same position or symmetrical. No, I know it now. I know that it is very difficult to do that. But I mean, it's like something that stays there. So, but I think, to be also, that is something. I don't think men care a lot about that. Like men, I have said with the like, it is a little bit imperfect, but that's fine. No,
All right.
But personally, I would be like,
Your what? Your talk. How is it in English? OCD.
OCD? I think it's
OCT. OCT. Do you have that,
Yeah.
or would you go nuts because of that?
Yes, definitely. That would be like, I don't know.
Well, let's talk about the other side of the coin. Have you ever seen a tattoo either in real life or in pictures that really stuck in your mind that you thought, "Oh my God, this is really awesome. This is so well done," or "This is the design is so beautiful."
Yes, for example, the person that taught me to tattoo, he took tattoo lessons, and at the end of the course, they tattooed each other, and the
Uh-huh.
person that tattooed him did something like really, really cool. It's like some kind of jar, a magical jar with like kind of flames or something like that, and he also
Okay.
has one that is like a skull. But I don't know. I don't have the pictures right now, no, but I think they look very cool. Like they are not big tattoos, Probably they are like 10, 8 centimeters, something like that.
Okay. Yes.
Um, but they are very cool. I like them very much.
You have experience learning being a tattoo artist, but how does one start? Like, where does someone go to actually become a tattoo artist or to pursue that goal?
Well, I to be honest, I am not really sure if I followed like the right steps. No, but for
Okay.
me, I had a friend who had taken courses. No, so basically he taught me the same that they taught him. No, and the
Okay.
first thing that you have to know, according to this, is for example, no, like the pieces of the machine, no? In that moment, he taught me with a machine. I don't remember what is the name of it right now. So you had to assemble that machine.
Mm-hmm.
So first he taught me to do that, no, and to calibrate it and stuff. And then we practiced with many, many oranges, like I think a lot of people practice with fake skin, no, but it is like
Uh-huh.
a bit more expensive and it doesn't work like the same, no. So he used oranges in his course, and we used oranges, and it is good because they are like the skin of that fruit is like a little bit thin, but not so thin, no. So you can practice with that. And after like 50 oranges or something like that, I did like
Okay.
my on a real person that was him, not the person that taught me. To be honest, I was like really surprised that he trusted me that much. Like this is going to be your first tattoo, or me,
Uh-huh.
and I was really nervous. I completely messed up. I I took the needle too far into the skin. Uh, and first of all, it was super painful. Like I remember his face. No, and he was like, no, because it
Oh.
hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And then with the weeks, no, with the days, I don't remember. The ink started to blur up, to get blurry, like and like kind of thicker because um when you take the needle too far into the skin, that is what happens. No, the I forgot the line. Sorry, the line gets thicker
Uh-huh.
and blurrier, and it doesn't look good in general. No, and
Huh.
he also got like a scar. So it is like a little too.
No.
Yes, I mean I think it was not so bad. It was like this size or something like that. Obviously, like we weren't going to do the first tattoo. Like, yes, no. It was the first tattoo I made, and obviously from that time I learned that I didn't have to take the needle too far into the skin. But yes, I have to say it.
Yeah.
That was like the only time that happened. But yes, I was like really nervous. But it
You
was
said the you said it was the only time that happened, so you tattooed someone else after that?
Yes, in total, after that, I made like maybe 10 or 12 more tattoos. Like,
Ah,
to other people or to myself, to myself, I made 3 tattoos to myself. One of them, that was like really messed up because the machine didn't work. So, but I really wanted to get a tattoo that day. I was like, today. So I took the needle. It's like pretty long, no? And I did something called hand poking, no? You take the needle with gloves and everything, no? And you basically poke the skin, no, with the needle.
Okay.
So that's what I did. And it's there, no? And then when I got another machine that was like better, because the one that we started with was like Chinese, like super cheap. So obviously it wasn't going to work for a very long time. But after that, we bought another one, like a wood one, and it's there. So I got another one with that machine because I wanted to try it out. And the last one I made was this one. I also made it to myself. I don't know if
Is it a butterfly?
It's like a moth.
A moth. Yeah.
Moth or something. A lot of people ask me about its meaning. For me, it doesn't really mean anything. I like it and that's it. But I'm really happy with it. I mean, for example, with this, the lines are like pretty good. I think they are missing something that people call like punch. No, they are missing a little bit of punch, like, but like they are supposed to be. The skin was supposed to be a little more deeper into the skin, but a little deeper. Sorry, but no, I didn't want it. I wanted a very, very thin line, and that's it. I mean, the biggest tattoo I made was like 10 centimeters, I think. And it was a friend of my sister. It was like very cool because it had like these meshes of no regrets, only memories. No, like he made me do that with a rose.
Okay.
So I took that, and also I was asking him, like, are you sure? Because I am learning and this is a pretty big and everything. And he was like, look at the design, all right? No regrets, no worries. Well, no, but I have to say that again, like it was one of my first tattoos. It looked pretty great. Like obviously, if you ask like a tattoo artist, an expert, he would point several mistakes. But I don't know. It's part of the process, of learning.
What have you find more fulfilling, tattooing other people or doing your own tattoos on yourself?
I think it's I don't know. It is very nice. It is a very nice feeling when people trust you, and they're like, I want to make a tattoo on me. And actually, it's very sad because now I don't have my machine anymore. Something's happened. Los caminos de la vida. I don't have my machine anymore. But several people have asked me, like, Carmen, are you still making tattoos? Because I want you to make one on me, and everything. So it is very nice when people trust you, But of course, it is like much more comfortable when you have the opportunity to practice on yourself first. Like that is what has to be done. Like of course you can tattoo other people and tattoo yourself at the same time, but you cannot only tattoo other people and practice like on them, and then when you know how to do it, you tattoo yourself. Like that is not considered like ethically correct. So, but yes, I think both things are like very nice in their own way. And then,
so what's next for you when it comes to being a tattoo artist? Because unfortunately, you told me that you were not able to continue your learning process, but for what I understand, you got a lot of demand. And that translates into people liking your work. So, will you continue to do? Will you continue to prefer your technique? What's next for Carmen as a tattoo artist? Yeah.
Well, I am currently saving money, like for another machine and to pay for a course myself. Like it is because I think that maybe I didn't feel so confident because it was like one of my friends took a course and he taught me what he saw in that course. No, so I think yeah, well, I don't know. The thing is that I would like to take a course, especially in hygiene processes. I mean,
Oh,
I asked several tattoo artists, no, and I even went with one to his studio and saw the entire process to see how he cleaned, how he kept everything clean, and I think it was like pretty much what I already did. No,
okay.
I don't know. I feel like in that specific area, I would feel more comfortable if an expert told me like, okay, what you have been doing is right. No, I only need that. I am pretty sure that what I was doing was right because also most of the things were disposable. No, and you have to clean you have to keep a clean environment and everything. And I want to buy my machine again, and I want to take it again, but it definitely needs a lot of time. Like to have available time so you can practice, and as I told you, like go with other tattoo artists and stuff like that. And the thing that I mean, in general, I don't have a lot of time right now, but I hope I can take it like one of these days when I have more time and money.
Oh, thank you so much for everything that you have shared. And who knows, maybe someday I'll have some of your work also in my skin. I like having stuff from friends right here. Well, this one was made by a friend. Who knows? Maybe you're next, Carmen. Thank you so much. Yeah, I trust you. I trust you. And for all of our viewers, please keep watching this transmission because we have another guest in a few moments who has a lot of things to say about his story with tattoos. Stay tuned. Yeah. And so glad that you guys are still here because we have another guest with plenty of experience with tattoos and his own. Actually, without further ado, coming back to the Let's Talk show, I give you Jordi. How's it going, my friend? Yeah.
Hi,
What's up, bro? All right.
let me here.
And I'm glad to have you because you're basically the adequate person for this kind of topics, given the fact that you, may I say, you are the illustrated man among the Let's Talk personnel.
Probably.
So let's get into that a little bit. What do tattoos mean to you, given your admiration for them and your interests and your interest for them?
Well, they, I think they mean, or they are like, they are about identity. Not precisely about like like a tribe and whatnot, because nowadays that is very difficult. But identity, referring to ideas and I don't know, maybe some schools of thought that you agree with and whatnot, the things that you believe in, and I don't know, some things that just are part of you in one way or another. So yeah.
When did you, do you remember when you first decided to brand yourself or to, as my personal tattoo artist mentions, to decorate your own body?
Yeah, actually, I remember I was 14.
Damn!
Yeah, I was 14 when I was like, I want to get a tattoo.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't get my first tattoos until I was like 24, like 10 years later.
Parenthesis. Did anybody catch tattoos, not tattoos? So, how many were there during the first session or during the first round?
On my first round, I got, damn, probably 8.
Okay. Let me follow you through that. What was it, a convention? When they were they on sale, or were they small? What was the story behind?
Yeah, they were rather small. Yeah, because at that
Okay.
time, I was really into, symbols and whatnot. So they were
Okay.
8, but like, small symbols. So yeah.
About what? Referring to
Well,
what?
yeah, okay, let me see.
There we go. The main course of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. The illustrated man in flesh.
Okay, on the first session, I got this one, and 2 more on my legs, for the 4 elements, the alchemic symbols.
Okay.
I think I got this one as well, and 2 more that I have, one over here and one over here. That obviously I cannot show because of the sleeves, and one here. Of course, I won't show it, but I'll tell you it's a penguin. And actually, that was like improvised. I was not planning on getting that one, because if you take a look at all of the other tattoos I have, they are like
Yes.
consistent, like a lot of symbols
Okay.
and whatnot. And then, bam! I got a penguin.
Okay. Yes. It's a little radical, but let's go bit by bit. In what way do you relate as a person to those symbols that you decided to plasmate in your body?
Oh, well, as I said, well, symbols. And back then I was interested in magic, and I read that you can, like a human body, you can like it kind of matches the figure of a pentagram, and on each
Uh-huh.
extreme you can like assign one of the 4 elements, and on top the spirit. So if I like got like on star shape, have the
Sure.
4 elements, arms and legs, and then in theory I should get a symbol for a spirit here, but that's not going to happen.
But it's the skull, brother. I mean, much respect if you eventually get it, because I mean, for me that's a
Yeah.
no-go. Because
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah,
which
I
one?
know.
Speaking of that, which has been the most painful for you?
The one I have here, because
On your the
covers all of this part, and it's
Okay.
a symbol. It's like a complete picture, so it was like a lot of ink.
Okay, we have symbols, we have a penguin, and now we have a picture. What is the picture about, if I may?
It's yes, of course. It's a picture that represents the moment in which Saint Jordi kills a dragon. The legend, Saint George killing a dragon.
Okay.
Can we show that on camera?
Pressed. Go for it, brother.
Okay.
Go. You can do it,
There
man.
it is. No, over here. There it is. You see? There he is, the horse, and the dragon is here.
So would that be fair to say that it's also the biggest one you have?
Yeah.
That was it. Wow, bro. let me go back a little bit. Let me take a few steps back. You already mentioned the symbols and the penguin, which is getting my attention because it's please don't take this the wrong way, is the only one that pretty much doesn't match the rest of the concepts.
Yes, I know.
What was the story behind the penguin?
Okay, it was my first session, and the total amount I had to pay was slightly below what I had expected or I had planned. So I had some spare money, and I was like, okay, how much would it be if I get this one? And
Sure.
then my tattoo artist, he gave me a number, and I was like, okay, let's do it.
All right. Alrighty.
I got it. There.
There we go. There we go. The unexpected guest finally made the appearance. Let's get a little bit more personal, of course, if you allow it.
Yeah.
I'll use myself as an example. My question is, which do you consider to be the most personal tattoo that you have, or with which tattoo do you think you have a really very strong connection? Let me give you an example.
Mhm.
Sorry everyone, but oh yeah. Yeah, there's turkey this Christmas, baby. Yeah. As you can see, this one is not really like anything fancy or anything well done, for so to speak, but I was helping out my best friend that wanted to have a tattoo studio. So he needed to practice. He practiced on himself, and I offered myself as his guinea pig. You know what? You need people to practice. I'm your best friend. Let's go for it. And he was like, no, come on, man. Eventually, I convinced him to do it, and I just picked something simple, and here it is. And for me, this is very special because I took it as a pact of friendship. I carried something he did everywhere I go and for the rest of my life. It's like a pact of friendship. Thank goodness he's still my best friend. We're still in good communication, and I have something of him. That could be my most personal tattoo. What about you, bro?
Okay,
Yeah,
I have
I love that. I love that. Poof.
at least 3. I mean, because all of them mean something. Even the penguin,
Sure.
even that one that was like unplanned, it means something. But like the most personal ones, I can think of 3. The one that I have here. I think I mentioned it in a previous tattoo show. I love Doctor Who, and here I go related to Doctor Who, like the last line of the 12th Doctor, where he said something like, "Laugh hard, run fast, and be kind." And I was like,
That's beautiful.
yeah. Then this one,
Runes, baby, runes.
which is like, okay, a lot of people call it a prayer, but it's more like, I mean, I like to think of it as asking for a favor. And it's
Okay.
basically this idea of, well, to summarize, it says something like, give me wisdom and healing hands while I live. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, that sounds cool, right? But if I had to choose like the most personal one, is this one, the one on the fingers.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone says that when they see them. Ouch.
I'm sorry, bro.
And I chose this one because it spells the word fadir, which means father, in Old Norse, and I got it after my son was born.
Oh, so it's recent.
Relatively,
Good.
it was like a year ago.
Alrighty. And so you're telling me that your tattoo on the chest hurt you more than the one in the hand?
Yes.
damn, like, give me some of that tolerance, brother. By the way, the one that I just showed you, the one that my best friend did, was ironically the most painful as well. Not even this one, which is fairly big. Not even that one. I have one on the chest as well. I'm sorry, my shirt doesn't allow it. But it's the one on the leg that actually hurt the most, which is the smallest one, actually. Have you ever faced any sort of stigma or pushback from people by you being considerably tattooed?
Not really. I mean, besides the usual of the Christian old lady that looks at you and she's like, and then she's like, But besides that, I don't think so. No, and actually quite the opposite. A lot of people that I know, or well, when I meet them, the first thing they say is like, I like your tattoos.
Groovy. And ouch. I mean, it's wonderful that you mentioned that, because I think then we are moving forward when it comes to assimilating tattoos as a society, because, I think, because before both of them, we were still at a time when tattooed people were looked in a very bad way. I still got that. But more and more, not only, there are tattoo studios popping up everywhere, and more people you see with tattoos in modern age, but they're also, getting younger and younger by the time. I'm not sure if that's necessarily a good thing, but for the benefit of the topic, I think I feel quite happy, honestly, to tell you the truth. I feel quite happy that this art is being adopted in a better way compared to what it was some decades ago. The goal now, the $1 million question, my dear Jordi. What's next for you? What's the next design or picture you have in mind to getting into your skin?
Okay, well, I want definitely something on the back.
The whole back, or just from a spot?
No, everything, like the whole back. Like, imagine like an old manuscript with runes and everything, like in like semicircles or whatever, something like that on the back.
As if you were some sort of like tablet or an ancient script.
Yes, exactly.
My man, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe something like on my dad belly. I don't know, something. I don't know. I was thinking about something related to the Norse mythology. I don't know. Probably for fighting Jormungandr. I don't know.
Jormungandr. Our different Eric also wants a snake for his next design. He wants the Europe. Oh my god, I always forget how to say it in English. Ouroboros. Mm-hmm. The snake that eats itself.
Like this one. Well, this one has wings, but I mean something like that. Yeah.
So like, yeah. Well, sorry for all of our viewers if you're sensitive about this topic, but among the Let's Talk communion, we're all tatted up. Yeah. We love them, and we want more and more. Jordi, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing everything that you did. And thank you for saying that, because you're always welcome here. I'm looking forward to have you some other time soon.
All right.
Please keep having a wonderful day. And for all of our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in for this show. Be sure to tune in on a weekly basis for more content, more guests, and more to talk about. Jordi was with us. Carmen was initially with us. Eric Rios was in the controls. Poncho is in charge of the editing. I am Mike. Goodbye. Let me use this one. And good night.